Hello, my name is Iqbal and today I'm going to show you my clinic management system. So when you open the software, you will see the login screen and here we have multiple users available including admin. So this is the receptionist, doctors, pathologist, pharmacist. For now we will be logging as admin user. So once we log in, we can see the dashboard that the total appointments and patient that visited today and the register patient and the staff attendance. And here we will start from this patient. So here is the patient detail list. Here the patient detail will be shown here, but for now we don't have any patient register. So let's add one patient so we can see it. So this is the appointment, and here we can create appointment by adding a patient information here. So the patient added and his details come here, and his visit ID is also generated here. So it means that this is the patient visit ID and this is the patient visit number. So whenever this patient come again, we don't need to add his information again, but we need to generate his visit. So the visit ID will be incremented by 1. So it will go like 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. And this is the appointment date, appointment time, and here we select assign a doctor for this patient. Like this is the doctor, and you can also discount the patient here. So once you click save, his detail as visit will be generated here. As you can see, this is the patient ID and this is the visit ID of the patient, and this is the doctor assigned to this patient. You can also preview the receipt or print the receipt and give to the patient. So once this receipt is generated, the patient will be referred to the doctor clinic, and when the doctor try to enter his clinic, he will also need to enter his credential here. So he will have to select his user and then his password, and when he log in, he will see that the doctor name and his ID. Okay, so for the appointments that he needs to check, this is the appointment list. Once he click on this, he will see the patient that are needed to be diagnosed. So let's click on this, and here you see the patient detail come here. So for the patient diagnosis, you can set the temperature of the patient. And if the doctor want to add some test before diagnosing the patient, and he can also do this by entering the patient test like this CBC, and let's say sugar random, and this can also be printed if the doctor wants to, and this receipt can be given to the patient so he can show it on the counter. So once it is done, and the patient and let's add some investigation that are carried out like CBC was done, and sugar, and if any known patient history, you can write the patient history here. And the major complaints can be noted here. And if any procedures are conducted, he can also note here, like for example, any procedures. And the doctor can also note, caution the patient to avoid any. And if any this is the patient diagnosis which is done. Now we will have to come to this documentation. So if any documents outside from the clinic is, you can also note, save with the patient detail. So like for example, if he has an ultrasound in a hard copy, you can also scan it and locally attach it with your. So these documents can be added to the. And if any documents you want to take for picture from the camera, so it can also be taken from here. And this is the prescription. So we have also here templates. So for the templates can be add from here, like these are already some templates we added here. So, and then you can also add drugs to these templates, like once you select for a back pain any template, so see here you can the drug name and the generic name, strength, and these are the medication that you can add to these templates. So it is for easy access. So like for example, if I click on this backache, so medication related to this backache will be listed here. Then a doctor can change the duration, doses, intakes, or anything he wants. So like for example, this is duration 8 week and I want to do it 4 week. So like 4 weeks, so I did it. And he can also change the doses here. And then we have multiple type of uh, doses types. And here you can also select intake. So it can be oral, intramuscular, nasal, and the frequencies that he can set here from here. And this is the instruction that how the medicine should be taken. So once these all are completed, he can save it and print. Okay, so for the next visit date should be set here. So this will be the prescription will look like this, like this is the patient detail here, and his weight and temperature, everything, and if he has any known history will be written here. Complaints will be here, and investigation that he has done, procedures conducted, clinical findings, and these are the medication. So in this way he can make a prescription. So this is for the it was for the clinic, and now we will come to the test, that how the tests are performed. Like we have added these two tests to this patient, so we can now come to this test receipt, for example. And once the counter person enters ID, and then he can add the test to this patient for further processing. Like it was CBC and sugar. Okay, we will have to, the reproductor will also be noted here. So these two tests are added now to the patient. So this can also be can also give the receipt to the patient. Now that will once the test receipt is made, then as reports will be generated, and here you can see that one notifications like one patient is pending, and once it is clicked, so the patient visits here. So once we click on this visit, we will see the test that added to this patient. So now let's add some random number, random report to this. So this the test report will look like this. This is the CBC report, hematology report, and this is the blood glucose report that the pathologist has created. So once this patient appear to the doctor again, so this is the detail that will, he can also see the history of this patient. Like for example, if I click in this history, and once I click this visit, so this test were performed by this patient, and this is the diagnosis and this is the test conducted, and this is the medication. So the doctor can see the previous history of this patient. He can also see the result of the test from here. So let's say for example this patient come again, and we have to enter this patient ID, not the patient whole information again. Once we enter his ID, his detail will come, and now you can see that the visit ID is incremented. So once this patient come again, you will have to, another visit will be generated for this patient, and the new treatment and prescription or the test or everything will be separate in each visit. Okay, so this was for the patient, and you can also add the templates from here, the add drugs. In each template you can add drugs here, as we discussed. You can set the employee here, and you can also give salary payment to this employees. And this is the software settings, so you can also add the company information here, and you can also add test remarks to any test. And this is preferences for the test reports, and also you can select the thermal receipt printing setting here from here. And this is the basic statement, like the financial statements. And there are users that you can manage, like these are users that we already created, and then you can give the permission to each user, like these are the receptionist, so these are the band control from the receptionist. So once we log in as a receptionist, the receptionist will only enter, we will be able to enter as the test receipt and appointments. He will be able to create appointments and test receipt. He will not be able to do any other thing. So this is the expenses that you can add the expenses type and add expenses from here. Then you can generate the expense report, and this is the software that we have. Thanks for watching.